Hey Ty, how you doing? And
Good.
hello YouTube.
Hello? Okay.
Hey,
Hmm. My door open a crack.
you have a nice little run to the shop.
Yeah, I had to go pick up some ingredients for cooking later.
Ooh, cooking. What are we cooking?
Not me, but Mama is on a bit of a diet now, so she can only eat fish at the moment.
Only fish, huh?
There you go. Not only fish, but she found out she was diabetic, so a lot of stuff she can't eat right now, so she's
What type?
having fish
Type
at the
one, type
moment.
two, type 1.5.
I think she said type 2.
Makes sense. If she needs anything, let me know. I've been a type 2 for years at this point.
Thanks.
Yeah. And my brother's a type 1, so I know diabetes well.
This is terrifying,
I mean,
honestly.
type 2 is perfectly manageable, honestly. Uh, get the right doctor, the right medications. Watch what you eat a little bit. Take
Yeah,
take a little
my
bit of extra
main
caution.
uh, my main fear is that she already doesn't eat enough as is. I mean, with
Well,
how many diets she tries to do so many times and
eh,
fasting.
the truth about dieting is buried somewhere in there. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's actually a family thing up here. I mean, so
uh, I mean, it's an American thing. But yes,
yeah,
genetics can play a part. But the reality of the situation is we have more diabetics per capita than anywhere else in the world. And there's a reason for that.
hamburgers.
Not just hamburgers, man. The majority of the food you buy off the shelves is chemicals, like mostly chemicals. And we're one of the few places on Earth that you can get food that's mostly chemicals. Like I said, I know too much. But yeah, I get it. It's a whole new realm.
Yeah, back.
Yeah, dude. Be hanging out with us. Hey, welcome. We're just waiting for a few more people to show up. They should not be along fairly shortly. I half expected one of them to lock on as I finished that sentence, but I didn't happen. So. But can't always have perfect. Okay, not to mention we did the thing with the things and the people and the guy and there's just
Yeah. Well, I was concerned that, King going old fashioned to get the homework, but you know what? Sometimes old fashioned works.
Hey.
ain't nothing wrong with old fashioned. Well, depends on the old fashioned we're talking about. But I do love me an old fashioned as a drink.
Ah, see? Old fashioned is not always bad.
Not always. There are certain aspects of history we should definitely leave in history.
Well, that's why we need to study history in order to learn what improvements to do and what
Yeah,
not
we
to
should
do.
we should study history to learn from mistakes, not repeat them.
Well, it depends on your perspective.
My perspective would be what they so fondly label it as woke.
Well, we have the same perspective, but it's also reality. It depends on the person's perspective. But if we're talking about King's homework, um, nothing wrong with old fashioned.
Whatever gets you there, right?
Yeah. I mean, videos are nice, paper is nice, so there could be a good balance. Just be sure to hide things.
I love how I heard him start an argument. Like he was like, wait, and then nothing. So it's just been like, okay, this is
Oh
happening.
no, there is no argument. I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, you're taking notes. You're taking notes. The old generation is speaking. I must learn.
I
I'm
mean,
not.
older,
Hey, it's
older.
Mm, we're different
yeah.
generations.
I know we're different
You
generations,
know,
man. I'm not debating that in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying we're not the
I
old
joke about
generation yet.
I joke about the whole generation thing with my coworkers because you know how ADHD randomly has you like keepsake certain memories like cartoons and junk. I was testing him. I was like, okay, we're the same generation, right? Then name these specific cartoons, or do you know these specific cartoons?
But see, that's not necessarily fair because when I was growing up as a kid, my generation shit was like Naruto and Pokemon, and like that was what was hot. But I did not have
We
cable
had
in the
good.
house, so I did not get exposure to these things. I was also not allowed, but that's for another story on another day. But you get what I'm
I'm
saying?
along
Like,
the lines. No cable, no nothing. So
yeah,
yeah.
like there were just certain things that I missed out on that are what people would say are quintessential to the millennial experience that I never experienced. I am still a millennial.
Oh, The Simpsons. I was not allowed to watch that. Nor
Oh,
South Park.
absolutely not. Now I am a massive South Park and Simpsons fan now, and I became one as soon as I was allowed to pick and choose what I wanted to watch for myself. But
That is why you move away for college if possible. At least in
didn't go
my
to
case.
college.
And it was like, oh, okay, let me rephrase that. That's why when you're able to, you move out of your folks' place for the first time, then you can digest
mean,
all that
he-
corruption.
That's one way to do it, right? And
Yeah.
I'm back at my folks' place, and like, honestly, just set some fucking boundaries.
Hey, and that's also you're a prime example of supportive family.
Uh,
There are no boundaries. Really.
Supportive.
they're not my biggest fans, but they don't have a
They're
fucking
providing
choice.
shelter.
I am who I am. Oh no, I am very grateful to have the family I have, but we have our problems.
Oh, that usually seems to be the case for everything, and
Yeah, there's Ryan. All right.
howdy ho.
Actually, I don't know if I can do
That's
that.
Sorry, I
crazy.
was perfectly on track to arrive exactly an hour from when I said I was, but I had to take a trip to unload. I had to take a shit.
You're fine, dude.
No fancy words. I just had to take a crap.
I
Nature cannot
You know,
be ignored.
and do you know what? I don't think it's healthy to rush that kind of situation. So, you're using the restroom. That's medically good. So, bravo. We're proud of you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Don't force it, or you might end up throwing up.
No,
Or cutting your sphincter.
I have been awake for over 24 hours, and I am, in fact, I had like fucking 4 hours of sleep before then, so I'm raring to go.
Good.
Jeez,
You're
man,
still
I
young.
swear
You
to
can
God.
do that.
I swear.
But,
Just
I mean,
all
Justin,
college-
Justin, be real with me. When was the last time you pulled an all-nighter?
Oh, fuck that. It's been forever. You just said it. You just said it perfectly. So I'm not protesting. I'm 100% agreeing. You guys got a few more years, then it'll hit you.
I can make it till
yeah.
about 2 a.m. and I'm done. That's it.
I know for a fact that if I do work study, I'm gonna be decimated. Like, I could do plan on doing work study for college
It is
or
what it is.
university, actually.
You do what you do.
It is what it is, man. Got to do what you gotta do.
Speaking of doing what you gotta
I'm-
do, are we ready?
No.
Yeah, let's kill some stuff.
I genuinely need it. Okay, we might have to discuss this for Captain, but genuinely, are we going to spare these guys?
That's up for debate.
Right?
But before that,
I want
let's
to go
fill
home.
all the folks at home who weren't, actively a part of things on what happened last time. It's also a good refresher because Riley doesn't remember all the details.
Last session. I mean, we could just read Rotgut's lovely notes that he wrote for us.
Do we want to? Yeah. Okay. So Rotgut
I want to
has,
hear this. I need
has
this.
jotted up some
He
notes
has drawn
maps of the player has done this. Harvey has done this on his own accord. I did not ask for this, and it's
We love Harv, and it's
pretty
so
solid.
sad he's not here to read it.
well, we have the
Poor man
notes,
has to work.
right? I don't know
Yeah.
if they go all the way through last session, but we have the notes.
They do.
So if that's
I
how we
read
want to
them.
do it, then absolutely. But I also don't want to put pressure on Harvey to continue with that process if it becomes too much for him. You know what I mean? As a reliance source of what's happening. Just
I mean, I am
especially with him
okay
not
to-
here to discuss it. I'm
Yeah,
fine. with us doing it that way,
let's
but,
leave it. Let's leave it for Harvey to read next week when he's here.
Oh, I think I have to agree with that. It's got to be in his voice. Is that's
And also, to be fair, we can't read half of it because Rotgut wrote it.
It's great.
Yeah, I cannot.
It is definitely done from the perspective of a big,
Rotgut.
lovable Rotgut.
All right, well, last session, we played shuffleboard. No, last session,
no.
the party decided that they desired magical items. So they went to seek out a mystical individual who could gain them such items from rumors they heard, making their way to the docks. they came across a demented old wizard and decided he's theirs now. They just took him with them. Just taking him.
Yeah, why not?
That's
why not?
fairly
Not
accurate. I'm
fake.
not gonna lie.
Y'all just took the poor lost demented wizard. Eventually, after on the party went on their quest to find Jin a guy, which they managed to find Jin several guys. Or not Jin, fucking Ziggy. They found Ziggy several guys.
All of them were turned down.
All of them were turned down, unfortunately. It's very high standards for men. But we did purchase a magical item, a scroll that would free Valen's mind. Returned to the ship and held the tribunal where where the crew spoke, and Valen spoke in his defense. And he was proven to have not willfully attacked his allies. However, he still needs to be punished, even though he was cursed with a month in the brig. Our party then decided, after some rest, to go back and explore the mansion some more. After some toddling about, looking around, scrounging, we found a secret passageway that led to some some caverns. We searched around, got into a fight, got our asses beat, and our shit took from us, escaped captivity, came back, and confronted the bad people, quote unquote, the smugglers who were operating here. We had a brief conversation where they promised us golden riches for simply leaving and telling our employer that the ghost stories were entirely founded and that it was all just ghosts and spooky things, and to spread those rumors.
Yeah.
And also we got our stuff back from them as a show of goodwill. And as we were just leaving, we were debating whether or not to uphold our end of the bargain, or to stab them in their backs.
Down.
Okay. Yeah, some
So I
things
think we
to
leveled
add.
up. Did we level up?
We did. We'll get into that.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah,
what are
we
you gonna
did.
add?
Oh,
So something to add is that we did try to end things, relatively peacefully, so that no one would be hurt. Well, I did. I told them that we were.
Ziggy tried to. No one else did.
Yeah, I tried to end things peacefully because I chose to knock everybody unconscious. I said, hey, we could all do this calmly and without having resort to violence. But then one of the guys snuck up behind us, took out our senile old man, which is very not cool of him. And then everybody else got knocked unconscious. I was called a liar. They took my gun, and I'm still upset with them.
Because you're a liar. You lied to them.
No, I did
mean,
not.
To be fair, let me just put some perspective on this. We were talking about everything's a matter of perspective. Here's this little kobold who comes running in with a bunch of other people.
We didn't run in. We walked in peacefully.
The Rotgut was dropped immediately. The old man was put down. I get it. But while shouting for peace, this kobold consistently then smacked around all of my friends. What the fuck do you think I'm gonna do?
He attacked us first. No,
I'm not saying he didn't attack first.
yeah,
I'm not saying they didn't attack first. I never said that. I said Rotgut went down first. I get that. They attacked first, absolutely. But when pursuing a peaceful solution to a tenuously, possibly very aggressive situation, perhaps smacking the other party while then chanting for peace is not the right answer.
Well, I did smack his friend out before asking for peace.
Yeah.
And then his
And
other
you
friend
wonder
came. We're not doing this again.
why.
Yeah, I smacked him down first. He said, okay.
You're trying to create a logic path, and I'm telling you your logic doesn't logic.
Well, I'm still upset with him.
You can be upset all you want, based on the logic path you presented.
Well, logic makes no sense. We were attacked first, but we never stopped attacking them.
Yeah.
He attacked first. We did
Yes,
not
and we
stop
attacked back. Here's the thing,
Yeah.
you dumbass. We didn't stop attacking them even when
Not
offering them
once.
peace.
Not
How could
once
they?
did you
How would they
pause
have
for a
accepted?
response.
You can't really say, hey, let's not stab each other while you're swinging the knife. Like that's.
Okay, yeah, sure, go ahead. I also did threaten him that if I survived, I would kill
Put the
him
gun down, you say, while
for calling
actively
me a
firing
liar.
at him.
I shot my gun first, and then I told him to stand down.
Still shot your gun while telling them this. Like, if I was shooting at you and telling you to come out with your hands up, bang, 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 come out with your hands up, bang, 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 would you come out with your hands up or would you shoot back?
Hmm.
Survival
You're not,
instinct
you're
kicks
wrong.
in
And
at that
you're
point.
wrong. That's all I have to say. You're
Now-
incorrect at this point.
Okay, now I have to brag to myself that Gracie would. Oh, there you are, Gracie girl. My logic sometimes does not make sense, and I'm quite proud of that, and I follow that nicely. So, but King, I'm sorry, man. You can't shoot and then say, "Hey, you want peace?" and then have a loaded musket ready to shoot them again. That's not peaceful talk.
And to
I'm
be
sorry.
fair, only one of them asked you called to for a solution. The other one was around the corner and not listening.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
The other one
Yeah, no, there
couldn't
was
hear
no peaceful
you.
option.
There was. You just had to work at it a little bit harder. You did. Anyway, that brings us to we've crawled out of the caverns and we're back in the basement that's been converted into living quarters of sorts. What do we want to do?
Where am I?
You're playing shuffleboard.
Oh,
Yeah.
First things first, we leveled up. So that
yeah.
means we're going to talk about what we got for level ups, character by character. Who wants to go first? And who needs time?
I'm currently leveling up because I forgot to do it last session.
Well,
That
King,
sounds
you're talking.
like
I'm also.
that sounds like Ziggy
Well, so
wants to go. So Ziggy,
No,
hey,
I
how
got
you
my
doing,
stuff
Ziggy?
ready.
You good? Yeah, you happy?
Yeah, Ziggy's good.
Things are-
Ziggy's good. Ziggy is now level 2
Level
in
2.
in Ranger. Thought about going level 1 immediately for my clockwork sorcerer to be able to stop people from rolling nat 20s. But nah, I decided
But you
to go
didn't.
with Ranger level 2 so I could get cure wounds because we have not been able to heal ourselves on the fly. And I've also taken Hail of Thorn for my 2 level 1 spell slots. And did I have anything else from level 2? Let's see. Oh, my fighting style, I chose archery.
Makes sense.
I believe it's archery. Yeah, archery for fighting style, so I could shoot better.
Yeah, leaning more into
And
that
that is
whole
all.
musket build. Okay, so a couple levels,
Yeah.
couple spells, not levels, couple spells. You got what, 2 spell slots at this point?
Yeah, I believe that's how level 2 works for Ranger. Only 2 spell
That
slots.
sounds about right. I mean, we don't get all the fun stuff usually until the next level. But
Yeah,
we
level
got
3 is when I get
quite
great.
a bit of XP last time.
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
So we decided to be peaceful.
So we're farther along than we. All right. Well, fun. Ziggy gets a little bit more better at things.
Oh, also, I think last session we decided that non-lethal knocking somebody else
is
knocking enemies
going
out
to put
non-lethal.
them without having to cause saves. Yes, we do.
Yeah. And that's all for Ziggy.
Did we buy you guys enough time? I tried to pull it. I tried to stretch it.
You tried.
Where am I?
tried.
Oh yeah, shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard. You're playing
I also-
shuffleboard.
I also did try to learn. Oh, there you go. I also did try to learn how to do medicine with bone slaw. Sawbone. And I got
Sawbones.
about 18 days of working towards that before I get proficiency or at least learn anything from him. Still got 13 bullets left. Well, not bullets, but gunpowder ammo for my musket. Draconic Kai is all the way back. Favorite foe is back. And I think that is everything.
Okay, I think I'm ready. Or
Oh,
at
you
I'm
have
least
21
also
HP.
ready.
All right. Well,
21 HP.
fuck it. We'll do a roll off. Each of you roll a d20. We'll see who goes next. High number goes.
That's the thing.
okay, where's the clicker?
Where's the clicker?
Oh,
Oh no! Did it get lost in the
Alright,
couch?
there we
Did you fall asleep halfway through your beer with chips spread across your chest?
Where
hey,
am
hey,
I?
hey.
Are we
It's only
playing Shuffleboard?
11:55. It's only 11:55. Wait until 12 before there's beer.
That's a very specific circumstance or scenario.
Alrighty, we're gonna check in on Sherlock Gnomes. How's this little
Alright,
goblin
so-
doing?
This goblin is thinking about trying a different paladin oath than I've done before. And
Ooh.
sadly, I'm mixed between the Oath of Glory and the Oath of the Watchers.
Well, we don't get to oaths yet. We're just dealing with level 2 right now.
Oh shit, okay. Then never mind, I did level up. Okay, as a paladin, I just got a little bit more beefier. Yeah, a little bit
Your lay on
beefier.
hands pools should expand too.
Yeah.
Right, you got a little bit more in that pool, so that's a little bit more sustainability for the party.
Everyone loves a paladin with a big, thick, girthy pool.
Yes.
This old man.
Then I got a couple of smites, cure wounds, so hopefully we have a little bit more of a punch and heal combined with everybody. So
Do you get a
Alright.
fighting style or anything?
say that again.
Fighting
Do
style.
you get a fighting style?
I think you should get one. I think. I don't know if you get it at level 2 though.
Oh, okay. I did fighting style protection.
Oh, yes, you look like a man who needs some protection.
And that's you are
Hey.
wielding a shield, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait,
Because there's no
being
protection and
protected is
intervention,
pretty-
and they do similar things, but it's not the same. And one requires the shield.
Oh god, I remember using fighting style protection on Eco, and it was such a fuck you to Riley. Like,
Oh,
yeah, I'm
no.
gonna, this nat 20's gonna hit your friend. Roll against.
Honestly, it's if you're gonna be a sword and board build,
It's really good.
It's really, really good.
It's really, really good.
I started that one piqued my interest with my in-person game. So it kind of made me look at different fighting styles and then the usual ones I've been doing online. So it's like, okay, maybe
One of my other
Actually,
favorite
one of my-
ones is Blind Sight, paired with Sentinel.
Oh, Blindsight's also pretty fucking cool. Yeah, I fucking love Protection. Protection is one of my favorite. I think Interception is kind of.
Interception is great if you want to lean into like the polearm build, right?
Yeah.
You know, you get your Sentinel and your polearm master paired up, and you wield like a glaive or a halberd or a spear or something.
Oh god, combine all that shit with Tunnel Fighter, and
then
it is
you
a
throw
fuck you
well,
combo.
Tunnel Fighter is no. There's a reason Tunnel Fighter's not officially published. Okay.
Oh, you know. I'm just saying, if you combine all that shit together, ooh, it's nice. Bugbear with Sentinel and all that. Ooh, it's nice. We love pulling. We
And
love being able to smack you from 15 feet away.
and I am thinking about with protection eventually getting the feat Centennial. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
If I
No,
have
that's a
someone
really
next to
nice
me,
pick.
I got that option. Yeah.
Really nice. Although it is one or the other, right? You only get one reaction per round. But
What? Well, it's more of the if someone's next to me, I could do protection. If I'm solo or they're out of that 5-foot range, I have Centennial.
yeah, I get what you say. All right. So that's Sherlock Gnomes. Getting a little beefier, a little more smitey
And
power,
protection.
some protection. Very nice. Horwig, how you doing?
I want to go play shuffleboard.
Yeah, I know. Nobody's letting
Yes,
you play shuffleboard.
I've read through this funny book I found. I don't remember where I got it. Something chronology. Yes, I vaguely remember something to do with this. It helps me win my shuffleboard games. I can mess with the flow of time to make things easier or more harder for whoever I want. And I know and I know things. I'm big brain. I'm so intelligent that I move and react faster. I manipulate the time stream around myself so that I may be the first to get the waffles at the buffet.
I'm sorry. You built a time wizard with dementia.
How do you think you got the dementia, Riley?
Oh no!
Fucking
Why?
This is
Why?
perfect.
I should have.
Oh god!
No, it's perfect.
I understand why he has dementia now. He's stuck in a stupid loop.
Yeah, shuffleboard. He used his time
And-
magic one too many times at shuffleboard, and now he's
I
forever
also-
stuck there.
Nobody else knows what shuffleboard is.
Yeah, nobody's fucking heard of shuffleboard.
Nobody else knows.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did you time travel to the future to play shuffleboard?
He picked up this game
Or
on one of
maybe
his
he
big
thought- or
time
maybe-
fuckers.
Or maybe he was playing shuffleboard and tried to time travel back to the beginning of the game, and got stuck in a loop, and has now been sent so far back in the past that he doesn't know what anything is.
Either way.
And
Anyway,
who in the world was that grandchild of yours?
what? Grand who?
How long has this old man been in the past?
Where am I?
What age did this old man time travel so far back and he de-age at the same time?
Trick question. The whole time that that concerned grandson was actually himself from the past.
This is all a figment of Horwig's imagination.
Where am I?
The entire campaign.
Oh my...
Yeah,
my
shuffleboard.
God.
I also picked up. I read through this funny book and found some interesting new spells like finding a pet and missile of magic.
Yep, this is...
And I also realized that for ritual castings, I don't need to have them prepared. I just need to have my book. Yeah, that's a wizard specific thing. I don't have to have my ritual spells prepared so long as I'm casting them as a ritual if they're in my spell book.
Yep.
Which, yeah, that's just a wizard thing.
Just
Even
a
though
wizard.
I have detect magic, one of my rituals prepared just in case. I can also do a little dance for identify or find familiar. Just give me like an hour.
Yep. This is a good idea.
I also now have
Normal
13 HP. I feel tougher and stronger. I'm young and virile and sexy again. Also, where
Never
am
say
I?
that again. Never say that again.
No,
Never
All right,
say
we're
that
fighting
again.
again. That was fantastic.
Never.
I'm young and virile and sexy again. Can't you see?
No.
He's like you hear
Oh,
the
see?
creaking of his joints.
And he
Yes.
lifts
Yeah.
up and he shows a little leg skin, and it's just
Oh,
it's
he like
the
pulls
chicken
up.
bones.
He pulls up the leg of his fucking pants a little to show some
Varicose veins.
Oh, look
Yeah,
at these
I-
veins! All the nurses love me with my big girthy vein.
I feel like I'm
No
being
palpation,
violated.
baby. You can just feel right away.
Uh,
All the ladies in the medication line love me.
no, no, Ziggy's gonna go
Dear
all the way
Lord.
over here and try not to hurl.
Okay, wait.
Give me con save,
Let's
Ziggy.
get this. Let's get this straight.
Yeah,
We have a time
will.
traveling wizard with dementia who is a player.
What's a player? Also, where's shuffleboard?
And who's in
Ziggy,
headaches to
Ziggy,
shuffleboard.
you barely hold it down.
So, this goblin cannot stand this old man so much.
Where am I? Let's go play shuffleboard.
Okay, yeah, no, what the flying flip is shuffleboard?
You wouldn't get it. You're not a mind goblin.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I need to roll a Constitution save because I'm embracing this. This
Did you think I
this
would
is
actually
gonna be.
fall for that? Did you think I would fall for that?
No, but I
Nothing
think you'd
to
fall
fall
for
for.
this. I know, but I think if you'd fall for this, I cast command fall. I'm kidding.
I
What
mean,
was the
again,
save
I will
speaking of
remind the
Riley?
party, Horwig is not a member of the crew yet. Does not have to follow the code. Just saying.
We are, but I am responsible for his actions too. Somewhat,
You are
apparently.
responsible for his actions.
So
if
that
he were to do
means that if
something
I do
against
something
the code,
horrible, you'd get punished.
you face the consequences.
And that's why Ziggy has to restrain himself most of the time.
Fireball!
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said, I'm gonna get fireball.
I'm going to cast a fireball. Ah, yes, Ziggles. Can you do me a favor?
We have to get out of here.
Would you be a dear and pick Grandpa up a little something?
How about we get out this basement first?
Okay. There's hobbling away upstairs.
Okay, where do we want to head?
Please. To the ship, most likely. Or maybe to report this? We are not actually been employed by anybody. We just did this on a whim.
Let's go play
No.
shuffleboard. And ignore the fact that we were totally hired to do a job that we need to go lie to our employer about in the possibility of getting even more rewards that we were paid 500 gold for. I mean, shuffleboard.
That's
I'm-
shuffleboard.
You know, if we actually try to create shuffleboard in this time, I wonder if we could be rich off of it.
You create shuffleboard, Horwig gets launched back into the time sphere.
And then all you see is just a statue of Ziggy with a shuffleboard stick.
Well, I guess
middle of the
before we
street.
go anywhere, what do we want to tell the captain and our employer?
Okay, let's be honest. We don't have an employee. We really don't.
No,
We just did this
no,
on
it's
a
the one-
whim.
No, it's the one dude at the bar that we asked where we could go for. Oh, you weren't with us. Damn it.
Yeah,
Shuffleboard.
no, I
have
was
an
there.
Yeah.
We haven't. Okay, Riley, do we actually have an employer, or did we just
Yeah,
talk to the
you
rich
do.
kid?
Justin is right.
Oh, we actually
You-
have an
you
employer.
just-
I thought
It was me and Rotgut that went to ask where we could get a spell scroll. This is when you weren't listening. So it was more one of those. We do have an employer who also told us at that time we weren't done with the job, and that's before we found these people. So we do have an employer that we need to report to.
I did not genuinely know that. I thought we were talking about the rich kid at the bar who's like, "Hell yeah,
It is the
heard
rich kid at the
rumors."
bar. It's the
Yeah.
same guy. It is the rich
I
kid.
know Darcy.
He is a council member in Saltmarsh. There is a council that makes decisions for the town. And he asked you to go look into this mansion and figure out
No.
what was going on.
Oh.
He
What
wanted
do you
us to
find
see
more
if it
important?
was in. He wanted to see if it was indeed haunted by the supposed ghosts or the
Reports of,
stories
like,
that are being shared.
flashing lights, ghostly screams, blood-curdling howls, things of that nature have been coming into town.
I feel
And
like we should
the
get somewhere
council wants
more.
to figure it out because there is a lot of very, very nice fertile farmland up that way that nobody will touch because nobody wants to get close to this.
Ah, yes. I know a good man who loves a good long patch of fertile farmland. Perfect place to play shuffleboard.
Okay, so I feel like we should be somewhere secluded before we actually try to discuss this, so that these guys aren't on our backs. Because on one hand, who do we care about more, these guys or Saltmarsh? I'm not phrasing this correctly.
Well, most likely it's going to be. How long will it take
What's
us
gonna
to
be
get
more?
back into town?
What's gonna be more
You got
beneficial?
a 4-mile hike, so about an hour, a little over an hour.
Okay, we can. I think we can have this conversation while going back to town.
Yeah.
Okay, if
Okay.
you
Okay.
want,
So
give me a second.
so the way I see it.
Go ahead, talk away. I'm just working on something.
Okay. So the way I see it, these guys, depending, we got like a couple of options, a couple of routes. Route one, we could just obviously go kind of like scumbaggy and already just give these guys a bit of our loyalty and just do what they ask and keep this whole thing hush hush. But at the same time, wouldn't this like be betraying our captain a bit? Even we're kind of like going a bit good guy Robin Hood this game, I would say, this adventure. So route one, we automatically just go bit scumbaggy. Option two, we could. I'm trying to say, put the right words. What's more beneficial for Saltmarsh? Since that's one of our main priorities. Would it be more beneficial to like report these guys, give the know-how already? I'm so bad at phrasing this.
I'm going to roll a quick check.
So
The
there's a
idea
lot
is
of.
like,
If your ship captain probably supports the loyalists or the traditionalists who tend to not mind the smugglers.
He also directed us to the councilmen.
Yeah.
It'll
again, like one of
be.
our.
Shuffleboard.
It'll be a gamble with the captain.
Yeah, that's who I want to go talk about this with first, because on our ship is like one of the most safest places. Because they did say they were gonna be like looking for us or sort of looking out for us. We go to the captain, go to our own ship. We have like that's like no ground for them to touch us really. We go there, discuss it with the captain. He gives us a plan of sorts. Follow his lead is what I'm thinking. Because going straight to the council, who knows if there's a rat on the council for these guys already.
But if we talk about it on the ship, there's a lot more ears that, well, depending on what we decide, betray us if we choose against what the code says, which will basically mean we're all owed.
Yeah, I was hoping Riley had put the code in roll 20, but I gotta go back to Discord and look at it. Clerk code. no harm to crewmates or no harm to crewmates. Allies and innocent life over loot. Half the treasure must go to people of Saltmarsh. Attacking after parlays, prisoners, no harm to innocents. Keep the boat on the ship. I feel like if we were to choose the smuggling business without reporting it, it might be a violation of rule number 2 of the second part of the code, choosing loot over life, aka the people of Saltmarsh, since the fertile fields might be more beneficial. That's my opinion.
Well, to throw a lovely, just to be the counter arguer on that one, we don't know what exactly the smugglers do. They could be paying off people like on the docks that brings income there. Uh, well, if we think about it, the town hasn't caused any threat to us. The smugglers have. So, do we want
Maybe
to
for
protect the people that are friendly or the people are hostile towards us?
this is why I want to discuss it with the captain so much, because depending on how he wants to plan this, either we might be going in undercover. So for now, so he might have us, sort of lie and say, yeah, we're with the bandits, but at the same time, because this gold that I have in my pocket, this 500 gold, it's already going to be going like partial. All of it's going to already be going to the ship and the crew, because I count this gold in my pocket and jingle it a little bit as loot we have secured. So it's going to the ship. And then half my 500 would be going to Saltmarsh. So 250 would be going on the ship, 250 would be going to the people of Saltmarsh.
You also owe the ship 200 gold.
Yep. Which would, and Valen's not Valen, but Rotgut's not here, but he also got 500. So we have 1,000, five, so a total of like 2,000 gold, and 1,000 of it would be going to the people of Saltmarsh. Like, it's what's got me so tossed up. We could cut out the middleman or like the bandits in case they might be a problem to Saltmarsh later, but I just don't know at the moment.
Have you ever played shuffleboard?
Of course. No, you can teach me in about 5 minutes. How's that sound?
Oh, okay.
Do you have any thoughts about what route should we go? Should we favor the smugglers or the town? Gracie, you don't get a vote.
I mean, Gracie is a part of the team in some way.
Well, she's being a pickle right now.
Pickle.
Miss.
Ah, yeah. Zaggy, could you do Grandpa a favor?
What is it, old man?
Could you get me a Tinkerer set of the Tools of Tinkerers?
I feel like we probably have to go stop over by Nyx to get that. Well, no, that's not a magical item. I think it only specifically sells magic items.
Instead of ours.
I mean, there's a market in town.
Yeah. Also, you have 500 gold too, old man.
What? I have what? I don't remember. I was playing shuffleboard.
Don't you remember? You won 500 gold for winning that shuffleboard
Oh, where did I put it?
competition.
He starts like searching his robe, trying to find his gold.
Oh my god, please tell me I'm not gonna have to mention shuffleboard every 5 minutes to talk to this old man.
What are you talking about? I've never played shuffleboard a day in my life. Anyway, I was playing shuffleboard.
Okay, I look over to Sherlock, so how do you want to do this? We either go to the captain, or we just go to the council and tell them a lie. Well, not a half-truth. At the same time, I hope if we go to the council, they might ask us why we might not have dealt with it. Or might send people to deal with it already.
Well, we were also not in a prime situation to deal with that situation.
Yeah, they really just ambushed us.
Say, Squiggy, you remind me of myself when I was your age. Young and ready to take on the world. Play shuffleboard. You look like you would be a good player of shuffleboard.
Okay. Okay, in a second. I actually have to think about this because I know what I want, but I have to think about this from Ziggy's perspective for a second.
Okay, well,
Smuggling is a
you know what
business-
you want. Why don't you tell us what you want?
Yeah. Okay. Well, personally speaking, Ziggy has already been to the smuggling business already, and that did not end well for him. So he is gonna want to go tell the captain. Ask the captain for advice on what to do and how to handle this. Ziggy already lost some good friends, and brothers even to smuggling. He doesn't want to do that again.
Sherlock, what do you want?
Considering what they have done, the smugglers, Sherlock wants to tell the council that pretty much where the smugglers are and that we barely got out alive. We had to do some negotiating per se, but strong forces needed to clear out that and also demonstrate that Sherlock keeps the code even when off the ship.
Horwig, what do you want?
I want shuffleboard. And Tinkerer's tools. I need to work on something for Zaggles.
So it looks like. So if it looks like we are choosing not to side with the smugglers.
Ah, smugglers. Yeah, smugglers. They make good money. With money, I can buy presents for Zagnal.
While we're on the road, can I do a perception check to see if we're being followed by anybody?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, why not? Let's do it.
Ziggy, you're pretty sure no one's following you? Sherlock, you are absolutely positive no one is following you. Unless they somehow convinced a squirrel that happens to be running along the road behind you in the same direction.
So where do we want to head, Sherlock? Do you want to head to the council first?
I'm all for going directly to the council, because that also would show to the captain that how we value the code. That yes, it's always in place on the ship, but we should also apply that idea while we're on the ground, which also kind of, if we're part of his crew, that's a reflection on him.
Yeah, I would say, in a sort of metaphorical sense, that the people of Saltmarsh are also a part of the crew. They're just not strictly adhering to the code. So, yeah, I'm all for heading to the council straight away. But I will be eyeing them up a little bit, just in case they might be a rat for the bandit or the smugglers. You can never be too careful.
Except for that squirrel. That's the
All right.
fifth time he looked at me.
Horwig, I'm guessing your vote is shuffleboard?
Shuffleboard.
Shuffle.
How do you know him so well already, Riley?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just that good.
Maybe.
Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. Ba-doop-boo-boo, ba-doop-boo. So we're going to the council, which I have set up in the tavern. So it says, the Wicker Goat. They meet at the Wicker Goat. Where are the other two? Huh, okay. Right. And we go. Yoink. Ta-da.
Sherlock, you're more of a people person than I really am, so I'll leave you to doing the talking.
Uh, right? No. I do not see him on the map.
Who?
The councilman.
No, you
Or
don't.
at least he's not at its. Yeah.
Maybe he's invisible.
He
I
seems
cannot
too
pick-
ego.
I cannot
seems
pick
to-
up Horwig.
Is this where they play shuffleboard?
Yes it is, Grandpa. Let me register our team.
Oh, all right. Horwig's gonna take a seat.
Ah, good day, young lad, good day. What can I do for you?
Yeah, let's let me see. Okay. How about I get a meal and a drink for myself and for that older gentleman over there. And then I was just wondering, usually at that table right over there is a a councilman. Uh, where do you know where he happened to have gone? I am doing some business with him.
The council's currently meeting in the side chamber.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, thank you for that. How much do I owe for the food and drink?
1 silver and 6 copper, please.
And here you go. I lay down 2 silver pieces.
He doesn't make change.
Oh, I know.
He
I
makes
know.
change.
You got to keep. Yeah, you got to keep the people who give you information happy.
Yeah, he keeps.
So, I will gather the food and the drink and bring it to Horwig.
Eh? Oh, yes,
Ah,
hello.
Where did Ziggy?
Yes.
Oh, Ziggy.
Hmm?
Nothing. I lost you for a second, but I found you.
Yeah, Z's just chilling over on the side. It's been a long day.
Horwig, here you go. The shuffleboard game wasn't going to start right away, so I decided, it doesn't hurt to have a good meal and drink.
Oh, of course, you're always so kind. Here you go. A present from Grandpa. Horwig's going to hand you a gold coin. Don't tell your mother. She would be mad. She would be furious with me for giving you a whole gold coin.
I want to give it back, but I also know it's not worth the fight. So, yeah, I'll take it, but I'll continue to buy meals for him.
Oh, yes, a lovely dinner. Reminds me of when I first met your grandmother. A real firebrand. She scared me. In fact, she still does scare me. Bitch. I was so sad the day she died horribly from that fireball accident.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. This old man is a monster. I don't know how to think of him.
Yes, Sherlock, when you get the chance, could you talk to Zachary for me? I need him to get me some tinkerer's tools. Oh, and could you also give him this, or he's going to hand you 10 gold. Could you please have him buy some charcoal and incense and herbs?
What is this old man planning?
Oh, and could you find a brass brazier, possible? I need to speak with an old friend.
Uh, oh, dang it. I don't have anything to write notes down. Well, as a character.
Oh, hold on, let me write a note down for you. He pulls out an ink pen and some parchment and scribbles that down on scribbles something down on it and hands it to you.
What does Horwig hand to him? What did he scribble down?
Give Zachary.
Is he talking about me?
Yes, he can't
feel like
remember Ziggy.
11 gold, charcoal, incense, and shuffleboard. Did I tell you about the time I met your grandmother? Oh, right. It was that shuffleboard. And then he's like, oh, right. And then he hands it over to you.
That's all written out on this scrap of paper.
On this piece of parchment. This beautiful, expensive parchment with this lovely, fine pen that's what it fucking wrote.
Can I borrow the pen real quick?
Oh, yes, of course. He hands you a fork from the plate. The pen is just sitting on the table.
I'll take the fork and then quickly snag the pen and write down Tinker Tool. And then I'll be like, okay, here, don't forget to put your pen away.
Oh yeah, he pockets the hold on. Let's I gotta let me.
Oh, this
Pockets the pen
is
and eats with the fork.
no way you were about to see if you ate with a pin.
It happens, okay? You know, sometimes you mix things up a little. Is it just me, or does
Yeah.
this squid taste a little inky?
That's not squid.
It's not even squid. He's eating steak.
It's a
Hmm,
special
this-
kind of
Squid.
squid. It's a special kind of squid. They're trying a new sauce on it, so it actually tastes very good as I take a bite.
I'm gonna be looking out for the council members.
Do we know which room they came from or in? Which side room?
The barkeep gestured over there.
Oh, up top. Okay, gotcha.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch it up. Just give me a second to move some things.
Actually, I have a vibe that maybe they're quickly moving somewhere else.
Door.
Hmm. Oh, door.
Riley, Thursday's game has changed my perspective on doors.
Door's
What have you
fine.
done to Thursday?
Door's
Thursdays, doors do not exist because level 20 people hit it and they shatter.
Mhm.
You guys are level
Oh.
20 and you knock on doors?
We don't knock.
Ah.
We do not knock.
Well, a battering ram happens to knock with level 20 strength, and a door is now shards of splinters flying.
Doors
I'm
don't
surprised you don't just
exist.
run through the wall. I'm surprised you just don't.
Oh,
knock on the
give me
wall.
time. Crude will eventually go run through walls. As soon as there are walls.
I'm the
you run through.
juggernaut.
As
I'm
soon
the
as Crude
juggernaut,
stops
bitch.
being on a guinea pig orgy, but yeah.
Excuse me?
Oh, there's a story there, but that's for another time.
What did I miss?
A guinea pig orgy, apparently? I don't know what that means. I'm confused.
It
and
means guinea
scared.
pigs are in the middle of the orgy. One member drew a wrong card and he became a guinea pig, and then Riley was like, I wanted a bunch of female guinea pigs, and the orgy started. So
What? Riley, what the fuck?
What?
How horny were you as a guinea pig, dude?
his character, very.
Sufficiently.
I'm surprised you didn't go with a ferret.
It wasn't my choice what I became. I became a guinea pig. I rolled with what I became.
Even if he was a ferret, I'm sure there would have been female ferrets. But anyways, yeah, I was waiting for King's reaction about guinea pig orgy, and it was just, thank you, King, spot on.
So, you know the council is meeting behind a door. They are doing their meeting in the tavern. Which, you know what? Let's get insight checks. Let's see what your... Because you guys have only met one of the council members. Let's see what you can determine based on how they act.
Inside or...
Yep, insight.
Yeah.
Ziggy, are you going to join Horwig and Sherlock, or are you keeping your distance?
I'm joining them. I'm walking over now. Yeah. I'm gonna walk over, grab a bit of Horwig's food. Not like to remember he even had food to begin with. If I can release my character sheet. Nope.
Okay. So Ziggy and Horwig,
Yeah.
you know, or can intuit. The council is meeting in a public place, implying that people are free to come in and pose their problems to them at any given time. Which speaks to kind of the openness to how everything is run here. But there's also a door, right? So you should probably knock. That's what you
Oh, I see what the problem is here. Knock, knock, knock with a staff.
Enter. Sitting around the table are 5 people. There is a man dressed very much in the town guard uniform, but a highly decorated one. He seems to be maybe in his early 40s. A few scars up and down his arms, implying that he has been an active soldier for quite some time. Sitting next to him is an old woman who definitely has earned the title elder. I mean, there is no telling how old this woman actually is. Just
She looks like Horwig in the
Old.
form of advanced age.
very, very advanced in age, which most
Very
brings a
wisdomist.
particular amount of wisdom. You also see the young, dashing man that you've been talking to. Another very handsomely dressed man, probably barely in his 30s. And a dwarf with a very stern expression on her face. Ah, yes. Hello, friends. And new friend. What is your name, sir?
I'm Horwig. A pleasure to make your acquaintancing. Is this where the shuffleboard matches?
I'm
No,
sorry.
Gramps. Don't
Oh,
mind him.
yeah.
He has memory issues.
Oh, you look wonderful, Sonny. It's been forever since I last saw you. How's your mother doing? She was always your spitting image. Did I ever tell you about the time I met your grandmother? A hell of a woman, that bitch.
All right.
Ah, it was
Well,
a shame that she
somebody
died
needs
away
to
in that
control
tragic
this
fire.
situation. We're in the middle of shit here. Okay, we can't have this.
I'm sorry. Sherlock, you inform the council of our findings. I will try to make sure the old man doesn't make us the most hated people in the world. Come over
Ah.
here, Gramps.
Oh, okay. It's
Why don't you tell old Ziggy here about the shuffleboard tournament of 1920X?
Ah, the shuffleboard of 9. That's it. That was the date.
Sherlock, you do what you gotta do. Let's
Oh
critical
man,
door.
1920X. Oh jeez. Hi, Miss Chrissy. Okay. I approach the table. We'll go right on that side so it's not squeezing between people. Council members, me and my comrades have been were asked to investigate that house that's up on the hill that's rumored to be full of ghosts and odd things just happening. That expedition definitely took quite a bit of turns. It's definitely hazardous out there if you're not fully prepared and have health potions. But what did happen was, while exploring the basement, we did find that the Archmage... No, was it an Archmage?
Yeah. It was an alchemist who was trying to create a philosopher's stone.
The alchemist did leave behind some undead, which we've taken care of, but we also found a secret door, which turned out to be a pathway that smugglers use. Unfortunately, we barely got out alive, and we were not fully prepared to take on those smugglers. So, oh, Gracie is such a pickle today. Yeah, we were not fully able to take on the smugglers. We barely got out alive, but we felt it was important to report this to the town council.
Great, so you went out there and did nothing.
We
I
found
must concur. Perhaps they had a point. Maybe coming back to inform us, we can dispatch some of the guards. Yes, or perhaps we should call the king for more.
Don't start with that shit again, I swear to all the fucking gods. Peace, peace, quiet, calm yourself. The young one has done well bringing us this information. We should discuss calmly. Let cooler heads prevail.
Yes, I must agree with Edda. It makes the most sense to decide what happens from here with level cool thinking.
Yeah, I'm just saying, he keeps talking about bringing more of the king's people down here, and I'm gonna lose my shit.
All right, we get it.
we were outnumbered almost 2-1, so the odds were not in our favor. And they did ask us to keep quiet and not report this, but we felt it was important for the town it was important for the town to be aware that smugglers were using that as a hideout.
You said they did, Sherlock. If I'm not wrong, you did say the council wanted to use that land due to its fertility, which could be beneficial for the town itself. So that was one of the reasons we thought it would be better for the town council to know instead of just siding with a bunch of smugglers
Well, the
who
reason we
almost left us for
we should
dead.
call up the king. Get some other guard down here. Right? Have them deal with it. It's his problem now.
Yes, I must agree with Manistrad. She's making a valid point.
Again, my men are fine, okay? We don't need no help. We've been taking care of Saltmarsh on our own for longer than you lot have been here, okay? Yes, Saltmarsh is always taking care of itself. And is more than capable.
Well, it
Honestly,
seems
they didn't
we
get that.
are standing at our usual deadlock. Tell me, Mr. Gnomes, what do you think the best course of action is?
Well, one thing that we could possibly do, well, I say we, I mean the council, the smugglers have not caused harm to any members of this community. So is it a negative thing if they continue to use that as a drop-off point, but occasionally leave some gold for the city? We ignore their...
I pose a question.
Yes. Council person?
Oh, I mean, what were they smuggling? Yeah, that's actually a valid question. You know, knowing what they're bringing, the moving is kind of important to this decision. Right, I agree. You gotta make sure that you're not taking out, you know, if they're just moving supplies and the lot,
Who gives a rat fuck? Well, I mean, according to the law, smuggling is against the king's wishes. We need to do our best to control it in the area, don't we?
Can we try to do
smuggling
history
does
checks
problem.
on try to remember what they were smuggling?
You never found out.
No, we didn't even take a glance around, I think.
If the council wishes, we could go back to attempt to see. We just need to definitely bring health potions and other supplies to prevent what happened in the past.
Well, that seems like a good enough plan to me. Kind of an inside operation type thing. You said you had a working relationship already, so. All right, let's vote it. I'm
Wait,
for it.
I just want to add, one of the things they wanted us to do was sort of get the word spread out that there was ghosts and such there. So if we do go back, maybe a short-term rumor that that place is prohibited until we can actually make a plan.
No, I am in favor of sending these fine young fellows back to discover more.
Yes, I also have to agree. Seems I am, of course, willing. Knowing more is always a good thing.
Right, seems like they could have figured that out the first time, but hey, I guess sometimes you gotta take a few shots. I am for it.
Well then, it seems the council has come to a conclusion. Thank you, gentlemen. We very much appreciate your return and information, and look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, thank you.
Um,
And is there anyone who's aware if there's any cave outlets around that house?
I can't remember the
Plenty
name of the
things
bandit
the
leader.
like around these coasts. Not all of them, they're really bad yet.
Okay. That's helpful. Thank you very much.
Dang it, Rotgut did not put the name of the bandit leader. I was wanting to ask if that name rang a bell to anybody.
What?
The name of the bandit leader. He did tell us his name. I was gonna ask if that name rang a bell to anybody. I was hoping Rotgut had put it in his notes.
Okay. I think it's a clear sign of what we should do next, and definitely get health potions, and see if there's the supplies that Horwig wants, along with the tinker tools.
Alright, talk to the council. Now it's off to get supplies.
It is supply time.
And we can see if there's a shuffleboard permanent.
Okay,
Shuffleboard.
so... yeah. So- Okay, so... Go. Okay, so... For supplies and the like, there is the green market, which is where you can find anything and everything that isn't fish, salt, or nautical wares. It's an accumulation of about a dozen or so stalls, probably mostly either local folks that have a stall space or traveling merchants that come through and sell off their extra wares. They have livestock, eggs, cloth, marsh plants, pots, things of that nature. There is also the weekly market, which is up and across the bridge. Which sells all sorts of things. There is a... that loads in. Oh, you guys can't see it. Well, that's just
Yeah,
rude.
it's just a black screen.
Black, it's a white.
Oh, I have
well,
dark mode
if you
on.
have dark mode on, then it's...
It's more aesthetically pleasing.
I disagree.
Oh, okay. I have my browser on dark mode, so both of them are dark mode are a wee bit, a little bit harder to
No,
see edges and everything.
Roll20 itself has a dark
Alright,
mode.
did it update now? Can you see things now?
Yep.
So here's the kind of stuff you can find at the... Again, another accumulation of stalls and things of that nature.
Alchemist Fire is 50 gold pieces. Jeez, man.
There is a blacksmith in town, the Dwarven Anvil. There is... Well, the Fishmonger's Plants is more of like a processing center, not really somewhere you can go to.
Okay, so weekly has
And
the Tinkerers.
way up over here is Winston's store. Which is kind of a one-stop shop. And those are your shopping locales. Saltmarsh.
This is weekly. Potion of healing is 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, and it looks like the weekly doesn't have healing potions. It's got a healer's
No, it's got
kit.
potion of healing. It's on the right hand side. First, adventuring gear on the right hand side, all the way at the bottom of the first yeah, right across from caves of crossbow bolts.
Tinkerer's tools are 50 gold pieces. Damn.
Yeah.
Horwig is buying his Tinkerer's tools.
So you're going to the weekly market?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
it
wants
looks like it has
ours.
everything.
I'm gonna
It's-
go.
yeah, most.
I think I might do 3 bottles of regular healing potion.
Let's see how
And-
many bottles are for sale today. Shall we? How do I want to?
Oh man,
Horwig's also going to buy 30 gold worth of just pieces, bits and baubles. Like basically just pieces of stuff for him to tinker with.
If you're buying specific items, track. Maybe
No, it's literally just because the thing I want to construct requires me to have 10 gold piece worth of materials to construct. So I want to buy bill 3, so I'm buying 30 gold worth of materials
Gotcha.
for tinkering.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. There are 6 regular health potions available for sale today. Ziggy, you want to buy 2 of them?
I'm gonna go with 3.
Buy 3 of them. So you got 150
Yeah.
gold for them?
Yeah, we got the. Might as well use this gold we're about to use to, go undercover. Might as well use it.
Okay, give me a quick second.
And maybe 1 bottle of Alchemist Fire.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's what you want to do?
No, I will not. I will not get a bottle of Alchemist Fire. I'm rethinking that. It's a closed area. Not a good place. Plus, they might have crates. And who knows what kind of supplies in those crates. So I'm gonna just do the 3 bottles of regular healing potions.
Okay.
So that's 514 minus 150.
Before you get too carried away there, why don't you and Sherlock give me insight checks?
I'm gonna use a hero point.
This is a weird thing. Oh, fuck. 2. Alright.
I got a 17.
Okay, well, both are good enough. So, you all are at the market considering purchasing some items when you remember rule number 3 of the pirate code. Half the treasure must go to the people of Saltmarsh. I'll let you guys interpret that how you want to interpret that. But
Well, I'm not part of your
Well,
fucking crew.
no, I didn't question it with Horwig because Horwig is his own man at the moment. have to adhere to the code, but I will let you guys interpret the code the way you want to interpret the code.
Okay, if I'm looking at my own, if we treat it as individuals, at least because we're still doing the mission, the 500, we're just going to drop it down to 500. 250 automatically goes to the town. At least
Which
from my
leaves us with
perspective, the 150 is coming out of mine.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, I took a
Yeah.
look at the code, and I found a way that that could be interpreted as you spending wealth before you report it to the captain. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I was actually talking about this. I was actually discussing this while we were walking here. That first, like, if we wanted to spend something, maybe we go to the ship first, drop that off, while also paying off our bill. Then we come back. Because then we wouldn't have to worry about, hey, we gotta make sure we give our cut to the captain and all that. How about we run to the ship first, inform the captain of what's going down real quick, and then we take our cut for right now. And because this is just gold, we're just giving 250 gold each to the captain right now, and then we can use the rest of the 250 for us because we would have already given our half.
You
of the
also
loot.
owe the ship 200 gold. You took a loan.
Yes, but Rotgut's not here, so he cannot give his 200 or his half of the gold right now.
We can cover it.
Right.
We can cover it that way. No matter what, the debt is
And
paid.
the loan wasn't specific to one crew member. The three of you were in charge of the loan ship. Right.
Okay, well, Sherlock, you do
how
what you
about
want to go
this?
do.
How
I'm
about
gonna
this?
go run
Let's
to the
go
ship
to
real quick.
Let's go to the ship and at least request the captain we have enough gold to buy at least one health potion. At least one is 50 gold. That at least shows we need it a little bit more oomph to continue this job. But we want to. Our intent is to pay off the debt and contribute to the ship.
Yeah, how about I'm thinking we just go ahead and give our report, and then we get our cut for right now, and then we could use that to just go ahead and buy our stuff.
Wait, say that again?
How about we just report in? We give.
Yeah, go to the ship.
We report in, give the captain the gold, the 200. That's however much gold he claims is going to be needed to pay off the debt and to give our cut. And then we don't have to worry about accidentally spending or breaking a rule because we've already would have, done the procedures.
Yep, let's go do that.
Yeah. All right. Horwig, if you want to come with or not, because I have to remember that you are not an official crew member yet.
Are we playing shuffleboard?
We could see if crew members want to play.
Yeah. Something I just realized that
you can also
Horwig would
bring crew members with you for help.
Yeah, maybe request help. Because the three of us will not be enough to take those guys on. I'm better at long range. That is just a sad truth. My expertise is mainly at long range. Sherlock, you're pretty much the middle fighter. Rotgut was supposed to be our frontliner of sorts. Me and Horwig are just better at being in the back.
Paladin. Ouch.
I said middle. I said frontliner.
Ouch.
Middle. I said middle. What? Isn't frontliner good? Like you're the head?
Yeah, but you're saying I'm not the frontliner.
I said you're like the middle liner. I'm sorry, but Rotgut just Well, actually, Rocket's been going down way too much. You are the frontliner. You actually are the frontliner. Rocket cannot take even 2 steps without going down, sadly.
Rotgut is also a lot easier to see. So
Yeah.
nature kind of goes against him on that one.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
big goblin. Whoever thought being a big goblin would be a